Hi. So I had to do this in a video format because I wanted to explain you something about psychology, something about design. You know what? It is quite lately I came to this conclusion that errors could be one of the secret sauce to a great design. Why design has to be considering errors into account? It's a great question. And so I had to come to an answer. See, design is all about emotions and how people interact with it and engage with it on a day-to-day exchange. Everything around you is a sort of a design, industrial design, graphic design, and all such disciplines. If we all take that into account. Um, and I had to come to this conclusion that errors actually make people more concerned about the product, concerned about the thing, and endowment if it works with that particular object. Let's take a look at what narrative I'm talking about. For instance, take for instance, this is a ball, a very normal ball, a very normal shape, nothing else. Okay, and then we are looking at this ball, which is very obvious, very similar in design to the pre-existing ones, and we create an error into this. Now, I had seen this somewhere, it's not my own design, but the narrative I received from this was pretty breathtaking for me. Now I recreated an error into this, and this bowl is no more a conventional bowl, but one that is larger on one end and inclined on the other end. So the whatever the content you place in it will fall apart. Okay, but you can still make it straight by holding it in your hands. Now it's a good design. You can find the error, but what's the narrative about this design? Is a great question again. Now every design has to speak something. Every design is destined for a certain people. One we cannot satisfy 70, 80, 100% of the people, but to a segment. Okay, and so is the design. Now the narrative about this design is to eat small. You heard those many times. Okay, it has been there in the world. Everybody says it, but how we can communicate in terms of design and make that thing concrete in terms of existence. So we bring those emotions into reality. Okay. Now it says that whatever food you wish to eat, fill in the bowl, then empty the ones that you don't need. Eventually, fill only the amount of food that the bowl could hold, even being on the surface. So that's the food you are taking in, and that's the narrative about it. I hope you would have understood what creating error in design is, how it becomes people's narrative. Thank you.